a 15 Kia Optima for up to $1 million. The 15 Optima is setting a new standard of style and performance. The Optima LX starts as low as $19,900 and comes backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by and see us today or shop anytime online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Must be 18 years or older to play lottery games. Stock number 17662.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
The story you are about to hear is real. I was working at 157 out of Holmes Pharmacy. Prescription buyer in trouble. My name's Friday. My job, help him.
I put out a call for Mr. Good Deal.
I understand. You'll get the most for your money at Holmes Pharmacy, and those are just the facts.
I feel a good deal better.
See Mr. Good Deal at Holmes Pharmacy in LaGrange and Hamilton. They'll be there for you when you need them. Holmes Pharmacy, the home of Mr. Good Deal.
We are home to a state-of-the-art MRI suite that offers the best imaging technology. We are at the forefront of women's health, providing digital mammography and the only breast MRI in the area. We offer a full array of cancer treatment options and are the region's only accredited weight loss surgery center. We are West Georgia Health. Visit wghealth.org and discover how we're working together to bring you advanced technology.
So healthy together.
Sanders under center, hands the ball off to the fullback, who's going to pound inside. Does he get it? Yes, touchdown. Callaway Cavaliers.
Good job that time. Braylon Sanders followed his big fullback in there. Brandon had a good block. Braylon fell across. It was close, but Braylon broke the plane and puts the Cavaliers on the board. Quick 6 points there, so that makes the score 8-6 now with the extra point to follow.
Welcome back, everyone. That was Callaway High School's first touchdown last night. It brought them to within, I think that made it 8-6 early in the first quarter. But Pete, before we went to break, you were talking a little bit about Best Academy, and go ahead and continue with that train of thought.
Well, Coach Moore does a great job with his kids, and he's a heck of a football coach. But the last 2 years that we've played them, they beat us up there, and then the year before. When we actually went to the semifinals, it was a tough game. We beat them by a touchdown, and they got a lot of really good ball players and a lot of kids back. And we see them at camps over the summer, so he does a lot of stuff with his kids as well. But Thursday night game, it's a short week, and we just got to go out and prepare like we always do. And I know our kids will be sore, and it was a really physical game last night. And look to we got to rebound and just keep doing what we do. Keep working.
Pete, other than the obvious, it's a day earlier. What does that do to your routine? As far as preparation and our microphones are blowing each other's ears up here, but N'Kobe is going to make an adjustment for us. But what does that do to your routine, Pete, as far as does it just bump it up a day? Is that all it does?
It just bumps it up a day, but we always meet on Sunday, and we'll have the kids in there tomorrow and watch film and go over what we're going to do as far as game plan goes. And but it just bumps everything up a day. And Thursday, I really don't mind playing on Thursday. I'd a lot rather play on Thursday than I had on Saturday.
Of course, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, but now the Thursday game's a 7:00 game, and it's a little bit different feel than a Friday night. But I'd rather play on Thursday than I had Saturday.
Well, the way the schedule goes, I think each team kind of rotates. Each local team rotates those Thursdays, and this is our year. As a matter of fact, we have 4 of them this year. And I guess, Pete, that maybe allows you to see some teams on Friday night, do some advanced scouting that you might not be able to do otherwise. But as you mentioned, all those games are on Thursday night. Our schedule is really one that lends itself this year not a lot of travel. Our road games this year, we go to Franklin, which is just northern Troup County,
right,
in southern Heard County, so that's not not a big trip. Our longest trip will be at Rockmart, I think about middle of the season.
Right.
And then we end the season up in Carrollton against Central. So 7 of our games will be actually in Callaway Stadium, which is great for our fans. And, our kids always enjoy playing down there. And talking about our kids, I know you had some kids you wanted to mention.
Well, I went through our offense our defense earlier. I want to go through our offensive starters last night. And, quarterback Braylon Sanders got his first start. And he didn't play last week, had an injury. But Braylon with his first start last night at tailback. Cedric Maynard, mentioned Cedric, he played a tough game last night. I mean, he had some big runs and had a couple callbacks.
Yeah.
Anyway, just mistakes that we made up front. But Brandon Body at fullback. Brandon gave us a whole lot of reps right there last year, and he's a big physical kid and just a great kid. Michael Freeman at tight end. Mike really played well last week against Greenville, and again, he plays some on defense too and some special teams. Dre Martin, receiver. Dre's also our safety on defense. Keandre Jones is our left tackle, and he's a ninth grader. And I mentioned earlier in the interview with someone that up front, since I've been doing this, I think Randy Bailey was the only other freshman offensive lineman that I ever had start, but that was a long time ago. Randy was really a great ball player for us. But anyway, KJ is he did well last night. He played. I mean, obviously there's always things we can do better, but I was really proud of him for such a big atmosphere and a big game and all. And being a young kid, he did well. But Stephen Curtis, Stephen played a whole lot of snaps last year, and Stephen had a physical game last night, and I was proud of his effort. Terrian Bowles at center, he played tackle for us last year, moved him to center. Thomas Hodge at right guard. That was actually his first start during the regular season game at guard. But and then Courtney Lay at right tackle, and Courtney's a 3-year starter, and out of all those guys, has the most starts as an offensive lineman. Actually, he played a lot at tight end last year. He played most of the season at tight end, and last night he played a good bit of defensive end too. But great group of kids on offense and defense. And on the bus ride home, when we got back, talked to them, and obviously it's when you lose a ball game, it's tough, and anytime you work as hard as these kids have worked and put that time in, it's hard. It's hard, and but they're a great group, and we'll go back to work and get better from it.
Well, of course we will, Pete. That's just been our MO in your tenure here, and I know you guys will put that lunch pail in your hand and go to work, just like you always say. When we come back after this break, we'll close our show. And we'll talk, like I said, we'll talk a little bit more about the upcoming game, and look forward to getting back in that win column next Thursday. Come on back and join us here after these commercial breaks. You're listening to the Saturday Morning Quarterback Show, Callaway Edition, on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Test drive a Kia Optima and receive a Georgia lottery ticket for your chance to hit the jackpot and win a 2015 Kia Optima for up to $1 million. The 15 Optima is setting a new standard of style and performance. The Optima LX starts as low as $19,900 and comes backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by and see us today or shop anytime online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Must be 18 years or older to play lottery games. Stock number 17662.
State Farm, this is Gwen.
Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment. Some of my action figures were ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy. For the cost of one action figure, we can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling wet alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy and get to a better state. State Farm.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
The story you are about to hear is real. It was a big day in my life, and then she drove by.
I'm a lousy shopper. I
don't need to be running around with Mr. Good Deal. You'll save time and money with no aggravation.
Where can I find this, Mr. Good Deal?
Holmes Pharmacy, the home of Mr. Good Deal in LaGrange and Hamilton.
Once again, a little trap play inside. We find a way to get free. It's a 50. Oh, Maynard down to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Callaway Cavaliers, guys. That could be the spark that gets us moving.
Good run right there by Cedric Maynard. Got hit at the line of scrimmage, spun around, and went about 60 yards out and put the Cavaliers on the board. Makes it 37-12 now with 3:57 to go.
Welcome back, everyone, to Callaway High School football here on the Saturday Morning Coaches Show at Kia Motors. And we're going to throw it over to Coleman now as he talks to the one and only Kurt Snyder.
There you go. And it's always fun to talk to Kurt. And, of course, we're here live at Kia of LaGrange, Lafayette Parkway, and just glad to be here. Another fun Saturday morning. The Saturday morning quarterback gets kicked off again this year. Man, this is getting to be a regular affair, and we appreciate Kia of LaGrange letting us do it.
No doubt about it, Coleman. Again, you know, it's always exciting. Look forward to this time of the year. Woke up early this morning thinking about, man, I get to run and do the coach's show. It was either that or the Chick-fil-A biscuits. Not really sure which one.
I do. I know exactly which one it was.
Okay, I got a few in my pocket. I'm going to give them back. You know, again, you know, just got a lot of respect for the coach and Tony and, you know, for what they do and for our community. And just like I say, excited to be part of it. And hope maybe one Saturday morning folks get up and come on by, have a biscuit with us and a cup of coffee and just enjoy the show.
There you go. I mean, it really is a very casual, very fun morning. We've got places for the kids to hang out. Got a great waiting area that you can enjoy eating a couple of biscuits and watch the coaches. It's y'all really have got a beautiful facility that's just perfect for this kind of stuff.
No doubt. Awesome place and a great place to do business. Please keep us in mind when you get ready to purchase your next vehicle.
There you go. Come see them. You also can check them out at KiaofLaGrange.com, and we'll send it back there to Tony and Coach Wiggins.
Thank you, Coleman. Thank you, Kurt. We appreciate what Kia does for us. We couldn't put it on without them and out there support. But, Pete, they keep mentioning these biscuits. I haven't seen one this morning. Have you?
I'm looking for
I mean, they got them about 20 yards from us, and we can't reach them. So that's cruel and inhumane punishment, isn't it? Yeah. But anyway, maybe they're punishing us for last night. You know, I don't know. But anyway, you know, Pete, as we get ready to, as we move on from this game, we talked a little bit last night about your kids, and sometimes you have to know when to hug them and spank them and whip them into shape, and it's a delicate balance, when you're dealing with kids, 16, 17-year-old, and you guys have done a great job with their psyche. You have to, as you mentioned, a lot of hard work went into last night, and when things don't bounce your way or go your way, and you get you experience those types of games, and let's face it, if you play long enough, you're going to be on both sides of that, and it's a learning experience, Pete.
It is, and you talk about the development of the kids. It starts way back in January with a weight training, and that's why it means so much to these kids. You start in January, and you go after school with weightlifting, and then you get into spring ball, and it's a 2-week grind, and then when the summer hits, we're at some camp every week, and along with the weight training, and those kids put a lot of time into it. They work hard, and they compete against other schools, and it means a great deal to them. But so Friday nights when you get out there, and if you come up a little short, it's tough on them. But it is a learning process, and it's one it's our one game, we got to put it behind us and move on. And we played a good opponent in LaGrange, and they had an explosive offense. Their defense was physical, and again, we've just got to get better from it and keep moving.
Pete, one of the many rewards to coaching is the relationships you develop with your kids, and especially after they graduate. And here we are at Kia Motors, and we look over here to our left, and we see Michael DeLoach, who was otherwise known as Moose, who was one of your players the last couple of years, and he came over and spoke to you, and right before we went on the air, and brought a big smile to your face, and that's one of the things that you remember, and it's important. That's special.
It is, and seems like yesterday Moose was out there on the offensive line, but it did make me grin. But we've been doing this a long time now, and the kids. The relationship you build over the years is very special, and each week prior to a game, you get these text messages from Yatez Parks from last night. Little T text me and right before the game started, and that means a lot to you. Keyshawn, he texted me last week right before the game, and obviously getting to see him last night, and just really proud of those kids. He's done so well up at Georgia Tech, and back in the spring, Jamal Bruce graduated from Duke University and got hired up in north of Atlanta, and he's coaching ball right now. So all that special stuff, and those are just a few kids. There's many of them that over the years, they mean a lot to you. They're part of my family, and I always like to see them. And this week we talked about what the game means to each other, and you only get one opportunity out there on Friday nights, and it does go by fast. And but the relationships you build with your teammates and coaches, it'll carry you for a lifetime. And just a lot of good people come through Callaway High School over the years.
No doubt, Pete. You and your staff had a big influence on those kids, and it's evidenced by the fact that they do still stay in touch with you, and they take time to talk to you. And one of the things that you did this summer was your youth camp, and you had some kids that participated. Some of the kids now and some of the kids that have graduated came in and helped run that camp, and I know that had to be a special time for you also.
It is, and to see some of the kids now that were in that youth camp a long time ago is pretty cool too. So I think the coaches have as much fun with that the youth camp as the kids do. Watching Coach Hubbard and Coach Napier out there and at the camp this year, it's pretty special stuff.
Well,
and they had their boys out there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I made it special.
Had a good time with it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Pete, we'll turn it around next week. We're going to, as we wrap up the show here, remember, fans, 7 o'clock Thursday night, Best Academy at Callaway Stadium. Remember that early kickoff time. That'll be your kickoff time for each Thursday game. And so, Pete, we'll be back next week. Win, lose, or draw. Lord willing, the creek don't rise, as they say. We'll be fine. And we want to thank everyone for joining us this morning here on the Saturday Morning Quarterback Show. And we'll be back again next week, and we'll look at Thursday night's game against Best Academy. For head coach Pete Wiggins, my name's Tony Walls, and you've been watching the Saturday Morning Quarterback Show, Callaway edition, on the Eagle Sports Network.
Thanks for listening to the Callaway Cavaliers Kia of LaGrange Saturday Morning Quarterback Show on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 1240 AM, 96.9 FM, and online at eagle1023.com with Tony Walls and Cavaliers coach Pete Wiggins.
Hi, friends. Just Lictor here with Kia of LaGrange. Test drive a Kia Optima and receive a Georgia lottery ticket for your chance to hit the jackpot and win a 2015 Kia Optima or up to $1 million. The 15 Optima is setting a new standard of style and performance. The Optima LX starts as low as $19,900 and comes backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by and see us today or shop anytime online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Must be 18 years or older to play lottery games. Stock number 17662.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
We are home to a state-of-the-art MRI suite that offers the best imaging technology. We are at the forefront of women's health, providing digital mammography and the only breast MRI in the area. We offer a full array of cancer treatment options and are the region's only accredited weight loss surgery center. We are West Georgia Health. Visit wghealth.org and discover how we're working together to bring you advanced technology.
So healthy together.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
It's time now for the Lafayette Christian Kia of LaGrange Saturday morning quarterback show on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Let's go live to the showroom at Kia of LaGrange to give you the inside scoop on Lafayette Christian football.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back here to the showroom of Kia of LaGrange. Coleman Weiss and Nate Shaw in here with me as Lafayette Christian had their home opener last night and did pretty well, didn't they, Nate?
We had a big, of course, it's always good to open up the season with a win, 35-22 over Appling Christian Academy out of Baxley, Georgia.
Yeah, I tell you, they did. It was nice to have a good game and get the season started off. And y'all have been got kind of a weird deal here. So you've had this game, and then y'all get some weeks off. We'll talk about all that. But you do open up with a big win, and it's going to be a lot of fun to get the season going forward. And we've got some new things that happened with the football team before game. We'll talk about that. So there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Lafayette Christian football is on the air. We'll come back and tackle it all with Coach Nate Smith Nate Shaw. There you go. And congratulations as now named head football coach. And thank you. That probably should start off with the newness right there. So
it's a lot of new things here at Lafayette Christian.
And it's not often that the new head coach gets the very first win of the season in their first game. So that's like hitting a home run. It's your first at bat in the major leagues.
There you go.
It's very cool.
I'd take that. I would take that. All
right, we'll be back in just a second. You're listening to Eagle 102.3, WLAG 1240, 96.9, and on the web at eagle1023.com. We'll be right back.
Hi, friends. Just Lictor here with Kia of LaGrange. Test drive a Kia Optima and receive a Georgia lottery ticket for your chance to hit the jackpot and win a 2015 Kia Optima or up to $1 million. The 15 Optima is setting a new standard of style and performance. The Optima LX starts as low as $19,900 and comes backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by and see us today or shop anytime online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Must be 18 years or older to play lottery games. Stock number 17662.
It is great to be back here with you as we're live and having fun here at the showroom of Kia of LaGrange. Nate Shaw, head football coach of Lafayette Christian football, here with us. And I tell you, it is a new year, which brings new things. Which one, you became the head coach this year. Congratulations! And I presume this is the first head coaching job you've had in the football ranks. Am I wrong?
At the varsity level, I've been the head guy in the lower levels, and you do have some similar responsibilities. You do less press, and you do less paperwork, and you get yelled at less. No, it's really been an easy transition. It really it was more of a rearranging of the staff. I did take I am technically the head coach, and some of my responsibilities changed. Coach Nick Neary, he was the head coach last year. He was the original head coach of the program. Had a tremendous run, but he's a dad, and he's got a bunch of kids at home, and he's also the athletic director and a teacher. And some of the things that a head coach does, it just piles onto that pile, and the pressure after a while, and the being in charge of the while, kind of.
We'll get to it.
It gets to you, and it's time to make a change. And he's actually the defensive coordinator. We switched spots, and our offensive coordinator, Coach Glenn Quiggle, is still the man on the running the ship on the offensive side, and Coach Neary's having a blast being the defensive coordinator and just calling the shots there. And it's just rearranging our roles a little bit, and it's we worked well together. So it's been a pretty easy transition.
Good, and that's where they should be, because the kids don't need to see a lot of upheaval or whatever. And when y'all can make it like what y'all did there, which everybody kind of changes roles, everything functions, and the schedule stays the same, and
it does.
And all the faces are still there, and so you just move forward. And obviously, with the opening win there, you got to be. You really feel that y'all have done a really good job on transition, that your players came out and responded, and they were out there ready to play football, not worried about anything else but having a good game.
Oh yeah, that's important. That's important to them, and they were ready to go. We do have a veteran squad this year. We finally can put a real veteran squad out there. We got 9 seniors, and it kind of showed last night when we just sort of took over the first half of the game, and then I wouldn't say. Well, I would say we throttled back because we don't need to go up and blow up 70 points and do all that. We got a lot of good film on really our entire team last night, and even including our younger players. And so we got some good film on our starters, and we really know what direction we need to go, because we actually are into the season, and we won't have a break until October when we get a bye week.
So y'all play on. It's September's the next game, right? So get a week off here. Am I
actually
wrong?
No. We do have a game here.
Okay,
I'll resend the schedule.
Okay, thank you. So tell us, because online I saw that. So obviously there's another game coming up, people.
Yeah.
So it's next Friday.
It'll be next Friday at Solid Rock, which is near Fayetteville.
Okay.
Solid Rock Christian Academy.
There you go. And so that's going to start at what time?
At 7:30.
7:30. So be a short drive up there, and everybody needs to go up there and support. As the Lafayette Christian football is in full swing, and so now you're right with that one. You're going to have a good run between there and the next off day. So
yeah, and we'll post our address on LafayetteChristianSchool.com.
There you go, LafayetteChristianSchool.com. All right, now let's take a break. We'll come back and talk some more with Coach Nate Shaw and much more right here on Lafayette Christian Saturday morning quarterback football show right here on WLAG 1240, 96.9, and on Eagle1023.com.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Kia of LaGrange. Test drive a Kia Optima and receive a Georgia lottery ticket for your chance to hit the jackpot and win a 2015 Kia Optima or up to $1 million. The 15 Optima is setting a new standard of style and performance. The Optima LX starts as low as $19,900 and comes backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by and see us today or shop anytime online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Must be 18 years or older to play lottery games. Stock number 17662.
All right, welcome back here to Saturday Morning Quarterback. I'm Coleman Weiss here with Coach Nate Shaw from Lafayette Christian School. And, of course, they've had their very first win of the season on Friday, and now they're getting ready for the next one. But before we look too far ahead, we want to enjoy a little bit of information about last night's game. Now, with the team coming in there, you got a lot of seniors. They're used to everything happening a certain way. They're used to getting their uniforms, and you decided to mess with them a little bit there.
We did mess with them a little bit. We told one of the things about being the head coach is every head coach has a pregame sort of schedule as to how they did it, and Coach Nearing had a particular way, and mine was completely different. we did have an opportunity to over the off season to acquire a new set of uniforms, and we kind of kept that a secret. We generally wear black at home. We have Columbia blue helmets and black uniforms. Sometimes we have blue pants, and sometimes we go all black. And those are good quality uniforms. But we just thought we'd throw an extra set into the mix, and it gets better wear, and there's a practicality to it too. And it also sort of sets the tone. It's a new sort of time for us with the transition, and it's okay to make some changes there. So they had their uniforms, and they had wore their jerseys to school, and they puffed their chest out. They're still proud to wear the colors. But we got them into the locker room right when they needed to get everything ready, basically. And I kind of threw out to them. I got them quieted down and said, I don't think I particularly care for your uniforms tonight. What about these? And we pulled out the new ones. And, of course, you get a big reaction from that. And, if I do say so myself, they were a pretty attractive set of uniforms. The guys looked good in them, and they knew they looked good in them. They were all looking in the mirror. And it's just if you think you look good, it puts a little bounce in your step, and we certainly came out of the gate like that, right into the game. Second play from scrimmage, we had about a 50-yard touchdown pass from our new senior quarterback Sam Marshall to Jameis Reed on a beautiful pass catch and run to kind of open up scoring for us, and then it was kind of on from there. We did give up the ensuing kickoff after that score and trailed briefly. But then got the ball back, and we just took it over, and it was 35-8 by halftime.
Oh, wow. And that's what you want. You want to go ahead and take control and let the younger kids come in and have a chance to gain experience, because you never know when you need either a lot of depth or you have something happen to a player where they need to step in and help out. And having games like that, and I presume everybody got to play last night, or most everybody.
I believe just about everybody. We had 20. Well, one didn't because he had broken his arm earlier. He's actually out of his cast, but other than that, we got 22 bodies into the game. Being that it's 8-man, we can't put as many out at a time. So we were glad for that, and we had a great. We do have some depth on both sides of the ball. Of course, all of our players have one position offensively and one defensively. We don't have the luxury to platoon like that.
Yeah.
So we try to platoon in a half as many people as we can, and have certain starters on one side of the ball or the other. But they can flip over and play the other side as well, and they have to. And
they have to be ready all the time.
They have to be ready. And a guy like Eli Shepard, who's been a 4-year starter for us, who just dominated defensively last night. He didn't get the carries because we were so explosive offensively. We do have the ability to throw the ball a little bit more. We've been a ground and pound over the past several years, and as a result of that, we want to be more balanced. And I think we have the personnel to be more balanced. And I think Appley Christian experienced speed to the outside, power up the middle, and being able to throw the ball up over the top and connect on those. So it was offensively a good night. Defensively, we forced 5 turnovers, including 3 interceptions by Lane Brooks, who's just adding to his total. He had the single season record last year with 10, and now he's added 3 to his total. Eli Shepard, Jacob Lukin, and Jess Hill defensively really stymied the Appling offense, especially in the first half when the starters were in.
Well, I tell you what, it's great to hear Lafayette Christian's doing so well, and we're going to go take another break, and then we'll talk about next week. But real quick, just in case people don't know about the style of football that Lafayette Christian plays, we talk about it. We do this at least once a year.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So let's do it again. Let's tell exactly what they're going to see when you go to a Lafayette Christian football game.
You will see lots of running, blocking, and tackling.
There you go. And people scoring.
Well, we do play 8-man football because of the size of our school. We got just over 100 kids in the high school, and the school is growing, and we do want to play 11-man at some point. And our $2.3 million project behind our school right now is for our new football field will allow us to do that. Hopefully, grow more and certainly put another field in because. With the games at Callaway, it's hard to get a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday game, so it's kind of precluded us from really looking at that because our Whitesville Road Stadium is a nice facility, but you can't put an 11-man field there legally. So we play 8-man football as a result, and it's good for us. It gives us depth. It gives us a chance to play, and we have quite a few college scouts contacting us about our players because we do, and that's why it's sort of tongue-in-cheek, but running, blocking, and tackling is what football is, not the amount of guys on the field. So we're proud to have the program that we do, and it's a nice little bit of different quirk. It's a real fast-paced game as a result of the
Now the field's a little smaller too, right?
It's 80 yards from goal line to goal line, 10-yard end zones, and 40 yards wide.
There you go. And so once you do the math and figure it out, it's pretty much the same field.
You're really dealing with the same square
footage for the amount of people on the field.
Right.
But it comes down to, once again, technique and doing it right every time and getting after it. But if you want to see 8-man football at its best, Lafayette Christian football is y'all have some great teams come into town, and not to mention y'all have putting a team on the field that's top rate.
We do, and we put a lot of people in the stands. We had a great crowd last night for an opener. Of course, it's warm, and despite LaGrange and Callaway playing, who have a really big draw, we had a good crowd there. There was a lot of filled seats over at the Cougars Den, as we refer to it, but it is over on Whitesville Road, right behind Whitesville Road Elementary, where the track is.
There you go. All right, well, let's take a break, and we'll come back and talk some more as you're listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback, Lafayette Christian Football Edition, and we'll be back on WLAG 1240, 96.9, and on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com.
Hi, friends. Just Lichter here with Kia of LaGrange. Test drive a Kia Optima and receive a Georgia lottery ticket for your chance to hit the jackpot and win a 2015 Kia Optima or up to $1 million. The 15 Optima is setting a new standard of style and performance. The Optima LX starts as low as $19,900 and comes back by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by and see us today or shop anytime online at KiaofLaGrange.com and help support your local economy.
Must be 18 years or older to play lottery games. Stock number 17662.
Welcome back here as we're live here at the Kia showroom and talking Lafayette Christian football here on Saturday Morning Quarterback. Coach Nate Shaw in here with me. I'm Coleman Weiss. And Nate, I tell you, I know you always like to take a second and thank some people that made the week that it was and got you where you wanted to be on Friday.
Yeah, I always like to thank our booster club, the Cats organization over Lafayette Christian. They're really the reason for our new look. And they do sort of a thankless job. People like what they see, and so really that's how our program is funded through Cats. So I'd like to thank Julie Dixon and all of those who are involved in boosters over Lafayette Christian. I'd like to personally thank David Everett and Matthew Sturmer, who just over the years have been tremendously supportive.
And David's on your broadcast crew, isn't he? Or?
He is. He does color for us, and he has a son that plays, so there's a little bit of interest there. But he's been incredibly supportive of the program, and his sons would fall under the category of alternate education students. They homeschool, but they're still part of our community because our league allows that, and I think it's good overall for us. It's good for his kids. It's good for our program. And he's been financially supportive as well, and as well as Matthew Sturmer over at Clean Smart. His son played and went to Lafayette, graduated from Lafayette, and it's part of the legacy of our program. And so he's always been tremendously supportive in the same way. So I'd just like to give a shout out to those people in particular today.
There you go. And not only that, you had a great week and got through the win. And now we get to look to next week and another fun game. Where exactly? What city are we near here on this trip?
Well, the school is closer to Fayetteville, but the field that they use is actually over McDonough, which makes no sense. That's a long ways away. But we'll be playing in McDonough. If you want to know the address, we'll post it up on the school's website early this week at LafayetteChristianschool.com.
So go to LafayetteChristianschool.com. You can find out more information about the rest of the schedule, directions, and all that to the game, and get ready for it. And so, what are we going to see out of this team next Saturday? Or have you had a chance to look at film yet on them?
We do have an initial scouting report. We'll probably get some film this week early on them. We do have some opponents that we can sort of entice with film that we have of their opponents. So it's always a shuffle there. They're athletic. They do have quite a bit of team speed. They like to put a lot of pressure. and we didn't get a chance to talk about this. Appling Christian was similar. They didn't have necessarily the speed that we had, but they choose not to play with a safety in the middle of the field, so they're really going to just dare you to get up over the top. Can we do it? Yep, I think so. But we have to go out and execute well, and deal with a little bit more athleticism. I think we'll see a much more athletic team, and I think we'll be able to tune up some of the, sand off some of the rough edges that we saw from our guys this week. Now that we got some quality film, and
so I
like what we're going to do.
So what's the practice schedule going to look like next week for the guys?
Practice schedule will be we'll just be in uppers. I'm a big believer in you have one really heavy day. We give up Wednesdays. We never have practice anyway because of church night. So it's a competitive disadvantage for us, but we continue that tradition because we think it's important to be with family and certainly connect with the church family during the week. And Monday will be a film day. We'll get our legs worked out. We'll be in uppers. We'll be going through some run through stuff, offensively and defensively. Tuesday, full pads. We'll bang away, and each day we run special teams a little bit, but we'll do skill work and team drills on Tuesday. Thursday we're tuning up our special teams and doing our walkthrough and really finalizing our game plans that we've installed on Monday and Tuesday.
Good deal. Well, y'all have a great week of preparation, and have a safe trip up to McDonough, right?
We will.
And go get another victory for the Cougars back home and bring it on back.
That's right. We'll try.
Now, are you going to have a caravan? I guess y'all can caravan.
We caravan often. We haven't. There's been occasions we've had a fan bus, but I don't know that might be the case this way. We haven't sort of set that up in advance. But the Cougars travel very well. We oftentimes bring more teams as visitors than home fans for the home team.
So load them up, get grandmother and the kids, and
that's right.
And head on up to root on the Cougars as they travel this Friday. All right, folks, thank you very much. Once again, congratulations, Coach Nate Shaw, getting the head coaching job this year, and I hope that and it sounds like you're having fun, and this is a position you're tickled to death with, and are gonna make it happen.
I am, Coleman. I appreciate that, and everybody at some point that does this wants to be in charge, and I'm just so blessed to be at this particular school with this particular group of individuals as my first year. It may not always be this easy to have that because those who know me, I was scarily calm in my, uncharacteristically calm is probably a better way to say it before the game. But I just felt good about what we were doing because I think we were prepared, and preparation has 99% to do with it in this game. So it's just good to be part of this, and we'll have our ups and downs, and that's part of life. That's what makes the game great.
There you go. We'll stay calm all week, and so that you're prepared and ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll see you back here next Saturday on Saturday Morning Quarterback.
Thanks,
and you'll be back on the regular time, which is 9:30.
Yep.
So Lafayette Christian will be on the air at 9:30 next week, and I always appreciate Coach Shaw coming out here and joining us. We've been having a great time here, having a chance to talk Lafayette Christian football. If you want to find out more, you can go to their website at LafayetteChristianSchool.com, LafayetteChristianSchool.com, and find out a whole bunch more there on the web. All right, folks, we'll see you back here next Saturday as football gets started up on Thursday with Callaway playing Thursday night. And then Troop on Friday, and Lafayette Christian School can be heard on a competing station, which I'll go ahead and say it just for fun, WTRP 620.
Love you, Taylor. Taylor Jones, our play-by-play. He's a good guy.
There you go. And so you can hear it there. So a lot of football on the radio. Make sure you listen. It's Eagle 102.3, 96.9, 1240, and on the web at eagle1023.com. See you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Lafayette Christian Kia of LaGrange Saturday Morning Quarterback Show on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.